Blessed be witches, and welcome to another episode of Witch Please. It is I, Odin the Seer, and today we are going to be doing a Witch Please family member request. And the request was on dragon's blood. You get a lot of fluffy white goo out there. And people tell you, oh, you can use it for this, and the positive attributes of it, and so on and so forth. And we will be covering that today. However, we are also going to talk about some of the other things that you can do with dragon's blood. You see, up here on Witch Please, we give it to you straight with no chaser. Alright? We don't try to hide information from you. We give you the information, and it is up to you to do with it what you will. Now, I want to make it very clear here that up here in Witch Please, we do not believe in good or bad or right or wrong. That's an illusion, honey. That's man-made, okay? Every opportunity is an opportunity for one to be able to grow and evolve. If you are going to do or cast a spell for love, and you are not going to grow and evolve, you are not going to be in a place where you're going to be able to treat that person with the love and respect that they deserve, just because you have a sense of ownership over them and you don't want them. No, honey, it doesn't work that way. You are responsible at that point in time to take the actions to grow and evolve so that you are making good on the spell that you requested from the divine. Okay, so right or wrong? No. Do not believe in that. Good or bad? Do not believe in that. Responsibility for what you've requested, the responsibility to make good on it, to make right with it, that is the truth. So this plant is located in the Arabian Sea, and it is called Draconia cinnabari. It has been used in the craft and healing for such a long period of time, and people don't really utilize the full potential of this plant. It is great for love, it is great for bringing people together. It is wonderful when it comes to building up a lover's confidence. And a lot of people don't know that. So let's say if you're a shy guy or a shy girl and there's somebody that you've been, you kind of been thinking of. You're like, and you just can't find the moxie to do it, honey. A little bit of borage and some dragon's blood. You fume yourself with it, boo-boo. You fume yourself with it, right? You get your mind right. And then you just go for it, boo, because then everything is on your side. It's also been great for exorcism. It's wonderful for money. And if you're having a hard time with conceiving, maybe a little bit of dragon's blood burnt in your home, right? With Damiana. Now, we also need to talk a little bit about the medicinal uses for dragon's blood. Dragon's blood is a wonderful anti-aging. Now, this is not taken internally, darlings. This is applied to the skin, but it does have wonderful anti-aging properties. It is a great antioxidant. It is antimicrobial. It helps with healing wounds rapidly. It can help with diarrhea. It can also help with ulcers. Now, you're not just going to go and take the raw herb and start cooking it in a tea, darling. It doesn't work like that. You want to go and get tinctures and whatnot that have those in it, because it's food grade and whatnot. A lot of times when you're just buying the resin itself, there's just people in there throwing it, there's dirt in it and all that other stuff. There's, it's contaminated. You don't want to do that, okay? You want to make sure that if you're going to be taking any botanical, that you're taking it that's food grade, darling, okay? Very important. Your health is paramount. Dragon's blood also has the spark of creation within it. Dragon's blood is a resin. It is plant's blood. So if this is a red blood, I think it's the only one that actually really turns red like this, it amplifies anything. It gives that blood essence into your spells. It binds all the other botanicals together. It is, when I think of the craft, I think of two things. I think of mandrake and I think of dragon's blood. Mandrake root is shaped like the human body. It is human experience, right? It is roots and foundations. And when you think of dragon's blood, it is a resin, which is a tree's blood, and it is the color of human blood, or blood in general. Powerful spark of creation, life-sustaining. Dragon's blood, most people don't know this, is actually one of the key ingredients in even dove's blood ink. So I'm really thinking that I might do some dragon's blood and dove blood ink videos for y'all so that you can use them, because they are wonderful, as I said, just for using on your petition papers and what have you. Now let's take a look at some of the negative aspects of dragon's blood. Dragon's blood can break someone down. Dragon's blood can be used to weaken a lover. So let's say that you are in a relationship and your partner is a little too domineering, right? Fundamentally stubborn. Well, first of all, if you have a partner that's not listening to what you have to say, there's some serious other issues that you need to be dealing with. But I digress. But they're fundamentally stubborn. They have all the best intentions in the world. It's just that they're a stubborn person, right? You can use a little bit of this with some borage as well. With the correct chants and spells, boo-boo, you can break through that, okay? You can allow yourself to be able to have that open lines of communication. You can use this to take someone's money away, honey. Now, for me personally, if I was going to use this in money work on a negative connotation, it would be someone who's spending too much money. Okay, I would use it in that instance to draw their attention away from the money, right, into something else. Maybe a hobby, martial arts come to mind. Oh, you like that? I would use this to help them, get away from the money aspect of it to other things that are more important within their life. So again, if you look at it from this perspective, you will see that, it may be considered negative magic. However, it does have a positive outcome. Potency. I have some friends who have a lot of kids. A lot. Right? But unfortunately, with their belief structure, they don't like to use contraceptives and of any kind, so they just keep on having babies. So luckily, my friend, she was comfortable enough to come to me, and I was able to make up something here that was used for her magically that would allow her to be able to not get pregnant, and she hasn't gotten pregnant since. And she's at a point in time now where she's getting close to her infertile time, so she's really excited about that as well, because then there's no chance of that happening. So magic is a good thing, boo-boo's a good thing, because she's already got 5 kids, alright? That's enough. If you hear of a lot of different people like Aleister Crowley, Gerald Gardner, whatnot, these people, you hear of them using dragon's blood when they are connecting with different entities. Again, it's a blood, so it has been and can be used for that as well. Now, the reason why dragon's blood was used for this is because it also has a protective element. I just want you to know again, okay, that this is not something that you really want to mess with. Okay, dragon's blood is powerful, yes, and it can be used for many different things, yes. And I know that some people are just like, oh, I want to see this, and this is not something to experiment with, darling, right? I'm giving you the information here because knowledge is power, right? And I don't feel that knowledge should be limited to be able to, stop someone for doing something stupid, right? Knowledge is power. And if someone is wanting to working with it in a negative context, or they feel in desperation that they want to do this when they have not prepared themselves to be able to take on the responsibility of the magics that they have created, that is going to be a lesson. The outcome of that is going to be a lesson for them as well, okay? And it is not my job to limit someone's lessons. My job is to give you the information, allow you to do with it what you will, have the experience that you are supposed to have from them. I'm not here to take away your experiences. I'm here to give you the information, allow you to look at it clearly, and still make whatever decision you choose to make. That's how we do it up here on Witch Please. So I was also asked, what can we use it for in substitutions? What can we substitute dragon's blood for? There's nothing, to be honest with you, that actually mimics the vibration of dragon's blood. There's just not. Sorry for you. But the closest I've ever got was adding a little bit of frankincense, a little bit of myrrh, and a little bit of cinnamon. It's definitely workable, and you can get the results that you want, but it still doesn't have that essence of dragon's blood. It has a lot of the properties, but not the essence. And if you can't find those 3 things, or you're missing one of those 3 things, I recommend just substitute ginger. Ginger is another good, power amplifier and whatnot. Make sure that your prayers are concise and strong when using ginger, because of the fact that ginger just holds a charge and a prayer very well. And that is our show for today, witches. If you have not subscribed, you need to press subscribe. Join the Witch Please family and do not miss out on a thing. Always remember also that you can follow us on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, as well as Facebook. You can always leave a comment below or send me a personal email at witchpleaseofficial@gmail.com. I said it before, boo-boos, and I will say it again. It is a pleasure to have you in my world. It is an honor to have you in my magic, and you are always in my heart. I will see you again on another episode of Witch Please. I love you, boo-boos. Bye-bye.